The Penguin is not only a great comic book show but also a great spin-off and continuation of The Batman, and one of the best TV shows this year. After the events of The Batman, Oz Cobb is now striving for more power and authority, more money and influence, and he'll do whatever it takes to get there, so long as it makes his mother proud of him. Meanwhile, Sophia Falcone is now out of Arkham Asylum and she wants to claim her spot at the top of the crime family. The Penguin is a twist and turn filled crime drama with plenty of suspense, tension and thrills. What makes many of these elements work so well is the fact that the show focuses so much on characters, making even the worst of people likeable and relatable to an extent. When horrible things are on the horizon, I couldn't help but care about who was involved. Colin Farrell is back as Oz Cobb, the Penguin. He dons the fat suit and the prosthetics once again, truly becoming immersed in this character. His image and performance are almost unrecognisable and he's fantastic in this show. He manages to be hateful and horrible, evil and villainous, but also funny and in his own ways charming. The show makes the central character a fully layered, detailed and depth-filled one, and Colin deserves a lot of acclaim for bringing him to life. At the same time, Cristin Milioti is a scene stealer as Sophia Falcone. Like Colin, she inhabits this character, a woman who was wronged, who is fueled by her anger and frustration over past events and her unfair treatment. Whenever she's on screen, it's hard to tell if she likes or hates the person opposite her. There's a level of uncertain tension in her performance that makes her unpredictable and highly compelling. She too deserves a lot of acclaim. In terms of story, The Penguin suffers slightly from similarities to other crime dramas and movies, most notably The Sopranos, Goodfellas and The Godfather. The Penguin manages to twist events enough to make its own take on those classic stories, tropes and themes, but the similarities are still noticeable. The highlight of the season is perhaps an episode dedicated to Sophia Falcone and her time prior to the events of the main narrative. We see what happened to her and her family, where she was during the events of the Batman, and how events have twisted her into what she now is. It's a standout, but the episodes that follow this one are not quite as strong as those that preceded it, meaning that the show does drop very slightly towards its back end. The setting and the visuals are also a highlight. The show, an HBO production, boasts fantastic cinematography and sets. The city of Gotham and the locations are well realised, and the show replicates the look, feel and vibe of the Batman, which is a very impressive feat. The Penguin is filled with great characters and performances. I could be here all day going through them all, with familiar but well conveyed themes and stories. It's a show that has its budget on full display and executes on everything to a high standard. It isn't always the most original thing ever, and its later episodes are not the strongest of the season, but this is one of the best shows this year.